When in doubt, increase available firepower.
You are requesting what?
The voice crackled in the comm unit embedded in my ear, part of the oral and optical enhancement suite I had been implanted with. I am requesting permission to activate the Onikuma. I pulled my hypercycle over, locking my target on my optical HUD, waiting for the unlock codes.
Why would you possibly need to activate that?
Command's voice crackled in my head, and I chuckled before uploading the video recording of the last 5 minutes. A rampage. That was the only way to describe it. There was a brief pause as the video was reviewed, before I heard a sigh.
Authorization granted. Please limit collateral damage, Miku.
I grinned and flipped my ponytail back as I heard the command, reaching down to the oversized compartment on my cycle, keying the unlock code. I promise I'll try. Smiling, I hoisted the Onikuma, the demon bear, unlocking the various components and linking it to my HUD. There, in the distance, the massive horned figure had picked up a car and was shaking it, trying to get at the soft organics inside. His plasteel and carbon fiber armor glinted in the neon, its clean lines broken by the sword cuts and the blood stains. Locking on, I connected the Onikuma to my cycle's hydrogen fuel cell, feeling the humming as the capacitors charged.
Miku, we have ordered a cleanup team to your location.
In my ear, the voice of command crackled again, and I nodded. It'll be just a moment. Seeing the charger bar on my HUD, I settled myself, locking my various implanted joints into place before deploying my hypercycle stabilizers. There was a soft humming noise that grew louder, eventually reaching the ears of my target, who turned, its maw of servo teeth whirring as it roared in anger. It recognized me as a danger, something instinctive from the part of its brain that was still organic. It screamed, a roar both primal and feral, amplified by the speakers in its throat and the reactor at its core. It tossed the car to the side and began to rush me, hoping to eliminate the source of danger it felt. Too late. Grinning, I depressed the trigger, feeling the heavy blow on my shoulder as the electromagnetically accelerated brick of tungsten flew forth at a percentage of light speed. Shockwaves exploded outward, instantly shattering the glass windows and neon signs in a series of explosions. The creature raised all 4 of its arms to try and block, but even super composites and future tech armor were useless. The round blasted through its guard, ripping a hole the size of my cycle through its chest, hurtling it backward. The instant the round made contact, it exploded into 97 shards of tungsten and plasteel, the Kuma claw round ripping the creature to pieces. It didn't even have time to scream before it was blown apart. Metal, flesh, blood, and hydraulic fluid covering the street. Command, this is Miku. I sagged backwards, rubbing my shoulder as I lowered the Onikuma. Even with my implants, it still kicked like a beast, and I looked down, noting with interest that my cycle and I had slid back several meters by the recoil, even with the locking braces deployed.
Miku, this is command. Go ahead.
I started disconnecting the Onikuma, looking at the wreckage scattered across the street. Oni is down. Repeat, Oni is down. There was an audible sigh of relief on the other side of the line before I continued. Send a sanitation team as well. Civilians on site.
Roger that, Miku.
Command acknowledged my presence as I packed away the Onikuma, relocking the weapon according to protocol.
Wait, we have another contact. It's coming from the bay.
Another one? I raised an eyebrow in surprise as the overlay on my HUD was updated with a blinking dot in the middle of Tokyo Bay. I'm on it.
Roger that, Miku. Command confirmed my deployment. This time, try and handle it the old-fashioned way.
Slinging my leg over my hypercycle, I felt the thrum of the ignition as my free hand idly reached back and grasped the handle on my mage blade. The old-fashioned way. Roger that, Command. Grinning, I felt the cycle roar beneath me as I sped away from the darkened street, already swarming with gawking onlookers. As I headed towards the bay, I couldn't help but smile. 2 in one night. They definitely have to approve my vacation request after this. This story was written by Shin Zirin. Read by A Bag of Vicodin. Thank you for listening.